Все относительно. Зависит от времени и места. Любовь и дружба. Жизнь и смерть. Все субъективно. Правильное, неправильное, добро и зло.
All right, guys, what is going on today? That bell is opening and the SPY is making a new all-time high. I cannot believe that the SPY is running up as much as it is right now. That is pretty insane to see it up that much. I mean, all the way up to 496.50 now. We closed yesterday around 493.50. So it's not like it's that much of a move. But there really wasn't anything too crazy going on that necessarily, in my opinion, you know, single-handedly pushed this higher like this. But overall, I think the move is looking great. You know, SPY's hitting a new all-time high, and let's go. That's awesome to see. I know a lot of you guys out there are going to be glad to hear that. A lot of you call holders. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. What's up, David? Gardening relaxation. I hope for 500 for my SPY call from yesterday. Wow, 500 would be a tough task. I don't know that we'll get there, but we just might. Market has been blasting off. Go to NVIDIA here. NVIDIA is breaking resistance from yesterday right around 684.40. Breaking out well. What's up, Justin? Jerry? I think that's Jerry, right? Jerry or Gary? Ooh, poor NVIDIA. Looking pretty rough here. Oof. Kind of rough here. Hopefully we can get a little bit higher in the short term. With that market blasting, I'd love to see it going up. Gonna be watching those bots closely today once they start going off. Surge is going. But it just started, so I like to give it a second. FSLR is moving. First Solar, okay. That's a pretty good run up to 150. Oh, I gotta open up my Thinkorswim. It must have closed on me. I want to go look at my watch list. I'm like, what's going on here? Hey, what's up, Mike? Robert. Jerry with the J, or with the G. I thought so, Jerry. I thought so. That's cool. I like it that way. Gotta get that watch list going here, though. Switch over to Tesla. I know it was kind of coming back yesterday, today. Also did well in pre-market, but just not once the market opened. It got brutal then. Brutalized. All right, Boeing. Nothing there. How are the banks today? Gold and silver might be doing something, no? GLD, SLV. How about ZOM with the oil for us? SLV, nothing. ZOM. All right, ZOM actually has a little bit of green going on at open. CVX is breaking the high from yesterday, and CVX has been doing pretty hot, so watch out for CVX here. I love that move. It's pretty good. I like that move. You know, anytime we get a good break of any big resistance or any recent highs like this, usually you can see a decent run. So hopefully we see CVX continue up here. It's a decent opportunity so far. From everything that I've looked at today, this is the best one that I have looked at so far. In Discord, Mike mentioned Meta, and holy crap, Meta is really booming. Right off recent support at 453. That's a big spot. Multiple hits over the past couple of days, a couple weeks. Yeah, definitely some decent movement there. I know WBA's popping off. Warner Bros breaking recent resistance at 23.35. That's a big jump here. Keep it up, Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Love it. I love it there. You know what else I was loving yesterday was Pfizer, PFE. Hopefully it can get back up there today. All right, SPY's still sitting right at resistance. I mean, it's not necessarily that much over it right now. It could still reject down, and we would call that a resistance hit. Only ran up around 50 cents or so, but hopefully we just see that bullish presence continue to stick around here. That's what we need, that bullish presence and those bullish buyers coming in. Push this higher for us. Get NVIDIA up. AMD was really bad yesterday, too. One of the worser moves, in my opinion, of the market. It might not have been at the low of the watch list, but definitely not a good move. Speaking of the watch list, Enphase up 18%. That's why FSLR is up so much. Enphase had that good continuation from earnings, which is good. I'm glad they held up. Tesla's moving up, too. They're at the top end of the watch list. DWAC, DWAC. Starting to get some more momentum back again. We all know this one, right? Truth Social stock. Whether you like Trump or hate him, either way, it's a funny stock. Snapchat down 30%, guys. How do you feel about that one? Down 30%. Do I need to uninstall Snapchat from my phone? That's pretty big right there. Wow. Big support down around 1150 to 12. That is a huge, huge level. Let's go look at Ford here. 1270 to 13. Not too bad. That was a good move with earnings. We need to see a continuation, though. Go out to the daily on Ford. It's actually moving well. How's Zoom looking down here? A similar setup with the trend line. They just got under it. They're sitting like right around it, though. It would be beautiful if Zoom could get back up through here. Would love to see that. Come on, Zoom. Bounce off support and get up through that trend for us. Hey, Sean got assigned shares at 22 bucks on Warner Bros. A few weeks ago. Nice. That's pretty good. Hey, sounds good, Jane. WBA, though, that's a good move today. Up 2.6%. How's WBD? Oh, I was hoping WBD would be up, too. They were moving last night in after hours, then today they fell back off, but yeah, WBA. Good breakout here. That's funny, I was looking at Walgreens by accident earlier. I thought it was Warner Bros. But I just happened to just stumble across Walgreens breaking out, which was funny. Corner said that one in the Discord, but Warner Bros. Been eager for a few days of red across the market, Justin said. You know, I kind of feel like red across the market is something that we've been waiting for a while, right? I feel like a lot of people have. The market's getting so high in the short term. It's like, wow. Hopefully these oil stocks can keep moving. Hey, 2 James. I like that. I like your name. Saul said, what happened with Baba earnings? They were I heard that they were actually good, but they ended up tanking down. Let me get up an article on their earnings really quick. Oh. Looks like revenue. Shares dropped 4% after revenue miss. I was up early this morning in pre-market, and I actually saw that they put out an article that said Baba was rising, but then they obviously fell back off, so they edited the article, I think. But they missed expectations for revenue, so that's rough. The thing, okay, this is what I saw in pre-market that made him rise, was the $25 billion buyback. That's what it was. I got an alert, and it said, Baba up, what, 7% or something on $25 billion buyback? I wonder if I actually still have the... Because I don't delete these from my phone usually. That'd be funny. Yeah. It says Alibaba shares jumped 4% in pre-market after it hikes share buyback program. So see, like, it's moving up, and then they make it sound really great. And then once it falls, they just edit the article, and then they're like, oh, never mind, it's not doing great. I love how the media does that. They just make any situation sound decent or sound bad, however they want it to be. We always talk about that on the live Q&As, and speaking of that, I hope to see all of you guys at the live Q&A tonight. Make sure you get your questions in. If you're in the premium chat, check out hashtag event information. It's down below the Unusual Options channel. Check it out. 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight is when it starts, so make sure you guys are there. You can submit questions. Just look in the event information tab. But going back to stocks, Baba going crazy there. All right, SPY is rejecting at that all-time high. We're actually back under 496. So I guess as of now, we're going to have to count it as rejection until that new all-time high breaks, which is almost like a double top. But all right, let's go, SPY. Let's go. What's everybody eating for breakfast today? I hope your breakfast is going well, but don't eat too much, because we still got to get that bread today, guys. Come on. Got to get those stocks that are firing off here. Hopefully CVX can keep it up. Nope. Definitely not looking the best. Meta up 2%. Continuing to be promising. Great move off recent support. Ooh, Netflix falling off a little bit. How's Microsoft? Microsoft to the upside, kind of like the Meta move today. Nice. Good move there. Apple's kind of falling down. Palantir running up to 2245. That's a big overhead resistance there. Oh, man. Brutal resistance there. Can't believe it. Like, whenever you zoom out in, like, an hourly chart. Oh, it's actually slightly breaking it now. I see. It broke 22. That's where it was. But breaking out slightly. I was going to say, I remember this being a huge resistance over the past couple months. It's actually breaking it slightly. Nice. You had to go back pretty far on the hourly to see that. Pretty far. That was such a good move yesterday. Look at that big support, or that big trend line down there, guys. Remember how we kept asking, are we going to trust the trend? Are we going to trust the trend? Hopefully somebody out there trusted the trend, because holy shit, if you did, you're going to be one happy camper. And it's not usually good to trust trends like that on earnings, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of good moves off of those. Obviously, though, over the long term, I don't have the data to quantify if a stock is bouncing on a trend and earnings come out, how it's going to be moving. That'd be very hard to quantify into real data. But I will say, whenever I see that, there's usually pretty big moves. So as long as you're not going too crazy at it, it might be an okay thing to do sometimes. Sometimes, like a few times a year, right? Not every earnings play, that's for sure. Hey, Shannon says, how's CVS? Yeah, let's check it. I haven't looked at them yet today. Looks like they're moving up now. On earnings, they were just kind of flat, but once the market opened today, they started moving back. That's good. Cornish said it was actually Walgreens he got assigned on. He got confused by the WBD, WBA as well. Yeah, I feel you. So it was Walgreens. I see. I think you really confused me because you said Warren Bros. And I was like, what? I saw it a few minutes later. I was like, what? Hang on, I'm on the wrong one. That's funny, Sean. That is funny. I still can't. I hope Mason's listening in here. Sean, you got to give me an over-under, or, you know, let me know. Do you think I beat Mason in a one-on-one since he can't swing his driver? Man, there's no way he's on the green in 2 all the time with that 4-iron. There's no way. No way. No way. All right, let's go see QQQ there. 430 resistance holding up huge on the QQQ. It only broke out very, very slightly by just 10 to 20 cents. Nothing too crazy, but broke out a little bit. That's a pretty decent run there on QQQ, breaking 430. Not bad. Definitely not too bad there. Hopefully it can break out pretty well, though. We obviously want to see a true break before anything good happens, but right now that rejection's looking all right. How's Nvidia? Are they pulling back? No, they're sitting right around that resistance again. Love to see those. Love to see them break, you know. Big powerhouse out there. Meta starting to get up to resistance too. Watch out for it to slow up here. It's a big spot from 467 to 468. I mean, huge resistance. So you can see I have it plotted on the chart. Like 468, 80 is where like it got to the other day and rejected. Jesus, I can't breathe today. It's gonna be pretty nice again here today, like 57 degrees it says. Tomorrow's gonna be 60 though, and then Friday's gonna be 65. Let's go. Sean said, you would be what they call a lock. I love it, Sean. That's the one thing I actually pride myself on is my putting. That is one thing I actually really do pride myself on with that. It'd be cool to play all together one time. Be pretty fun. Me and Mason might get together one time this summer and try playing somewhere. Wow, Sean's putted every day this year. Holy shit. Damn, Sean. End phase for some put in opening. Let's see. ENPH. Yeah, definitely rejecting pretty hard here. 123.70. It looks like that's right on resistance I had. Huh. Interesting. Just so happened to bounce right there. Back down to 115.70. That's a pretty big drop in rejection, but considering the overall move in pre-market, I'd still up 15%, so I don't know. Not really too big yet, but definitely rejecting. I'll be real with you. With those earnings, I'm not sure that I would go after puts on this one. It's kind of scaring me today, Carlo. Hey, what's up, Jana? Jerry's heading out to work. Be checking SPY throughout the day for sure, Jerry. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully see you back here tomorrow. McKinley said AAL moved perfect. Let's go, AAL. No, it didn't. Rejected. I was hoping it would be up at 15 again where it wasn't open. Yeah, I would have rather seen a nice move up and over that, but I guess if you're playing rejection, it's not too bad. I was DAL here, yeah, kind of rejecting off too. Too bad. Nvidia recovering. Whoa, yeah, breaking out. Let's go. Really broke that pre-market level now. At open, it tried. Now it really got that good move going through. Let's go. Let's go, Nvidia. That might be a decent opportunity here. Let's go, let's go. Meta running up big, 469. It's a pretty good run. I like 469 there. LLY 720. Oh my. Just weird to all these stocks are around 700 bucks. It's like what? Wasn't AVGO, wasn't that? Yeah. Wasn't this like how high did it get? Okay, okay. It's pretty close to it. Like 1200, 1300 almost. That's funny. All right, banks. Ooh, Wells Fargo selling down today. JPM starting to sell off a little at open. Citigroup breaking recent support, so a lot of big drops going on. Yeah, that's a pretty big run to the downside, though. 4 banks today are really selling off. Hate to see that. Meta's breaking out, Carlo said. Yeah, Meta was doing hot this morning, man. It's still going, it looks like, too. That is one hell of a run. I had 3 minutes of red, but besides that, it's been mainly green today. Wow, that's pretty good. I wish Pfizer would be moving like that. Hopefully Pfizer can get their ass back up here and going. Still like that daily chart with them. Still doing very well off that support from yesterday like we talked about. QQQ. Back up to resistance. Let's see it. Ooh, Mike put Palantir in the chat. It's breaking out again. More volatility today. SM Bot is on fire right now with a few stocks. Snapchat puts. Just getting constantly called there. What I like about Snapchat is that it's right around this little support today. If it breaks under there, then we can see more downside. Palantir at 2262. Wow. Can't even believe it got that high in the short term. Nice gardening. Very, very nice. Love to hear that. Gotta give you some claps for that one. Great job. Taiwan Semiconductors on the move, apparently. On the bot. PayPal puts. Oh no. PayPal pulling back off today. It's a pretty big pullback at open there. Wow. Watching support coming up around 62.75. There might even be a dip buy opportunity here, guys. Remember, earnings are on PayPal tonight. Pretty rough to see him selling off like that, so watch out for them. We got earnings on them tonight. Disney and ARM. ARM's going to be fun. I know Arthur loves ARM out there. Hopefully Arthur's out there somewhere. I'm missing Arthur and Joe today. We got Jane in the house, though. Jane and Jana. Sean's off to a meeting. Let's go, Sean. Appreciate that. Hitting the like for me. Love that. Let's like it up, guys. Like up that stream. Let's get those likes going. Yeah, don't forget about Lincoln Financial. For real, Xbox on the earnings calendar. After tonight, though, guys, there's really not too much left. Tomorrow morning, we got the famous Lincoln Financial. And then CCJ, which I thought was interesting. And then Save, which is Spirit Airlines. Other than that, really, in after hours tomorrow, Affirm and Pinterest. And then that's pretty much it. I guess you could look at Cloudflare if you want to. Ticker symbol NET. Take-Two Interactive could actually be pretty interesting as well with Grand Theft Auto. They're going to be reporting those earnings tonight. And don't forget, TTWO has just been slowly but surely rising ever since they announced GTA 6. But they've also just been kind of following the market up. So, you know, just moving up. Whoa. That is an insane... Wow. Someone in Discord said that they made 1,700% on freaking Palantir. Holy shit. Great trade. Yeah, Affirm. They're going to be interesting. After hours, too. Tomorrow. With Pinterest there. PepsiCo, CGC on Friday, so... On the economic calendar side of things, there's not too much. There's a few Fed speakers today. Other than that, though, everything's pretty good. Got Boeing going crazy here, starting to uptrend a little bit more, running up to around 210. A big overhead resistance there. I know we've even seen that level on Bookmap lately. We've seen that one quite a bit there. All right, watch list. What do you got? What do you got for us now? CrowdStrike up around the highs. Okay. One of the better moving stocks today. Meta is still up around 3.2%. Still right around resistance. It's breaking slightly, but it's just a little slow here. You can see how it's been slowing up a little bit, we'll just say, right at that resistance. Hopefully it gets a solid break going on at 470. Literally right there. Someone asked about Chipotle in the chat. What is their ticker? I forgot. See it. CMG, that's it. I thought it was CPTLE for some reason. CMG. Wow, good move on their earnings, it looks like. Of 7%. I didn't even look into this one, but looks like those E. coli days are over for Chipotle. I remember, like, whenever I was in high school or something, like maybe 2012 through 2018, somewhere between there, it might be even during this dip, like 2015, 2016. Can't quite remember, but I do remember they had a big issue with like a coli or something, and people got sick. I don't know if people died or there was like a huge outbreak or something with it. It was terrible for their company for a little while, but they ended up coming back strong, as you can see on the chart. Very, very strong. I'm surprised they're not splitting or anything, actually. Kind of surprised. How soon till they, or how long till they announce one, right? Serge called out McDonald's. Some stocks don't seem like ones that would be enough volume or volatility for a call out, but somehow managed to. You know, McDonald's is a stock that still gets great movement, guys. Like, I know it seems like it's a slow moving stock, but here's what we gotta see, okay? Chase more of the safer, you know, better moving trades. You don't always have to chase like the super high volatility setups that are harder to trade. At the end of the day, those are a lot harder to trade on those higher volatility setups. Now, whenever I go to McDonald's, even their options are fairly good. Like, you go to MCD, we go to the weekly options chain. Like, let's say you were getting into a breakout today on, you know, one of these McDonald's calls. I'll pick the one with the most volume, which is 290, you know, fairly close to the money, a decent price. Here's our 4-chart setup here. I'll throw it on the top right chart. So you still, like, let's say you got in a little late. You got in at 0.6. You know, right now it's up around 70% on that. If you got in at 0.6, you know, could have went up to like 112, something like that. You know, decent movement on these options here with McDonald's. It seems like they're actually having decent movement. From open to now, they're up 300%, or from yesterday they are. Like, that's pretty nuts to say. 300%. So they're definitely volatile out there. And that's the thing, is like, it's not always about the stock being volatile. The options also have to be volatile. They have to be having good movement. And at the same exact time, that stock has to be going in the direction that you want. You know, if you pick a super volatile stock, it might turn around on you real quick or something. But, you know, some of these slower movers like McDonald's might just trend better throughout the day. So keep that in mind too. But I do like that you said that though, Xbox, so that I got a chance to kind of explain that a little bit. I think that might help a lot of people out there. That's why I stick to the stocks I stick with. You know, I'm not always trying to go after necessarily whatever's moving the most whenever I trade. It's not always about that. It's about, honestly, getting the direction right, number one. That's more important than getting into something that has a lot of volatility or volume. You know, everyone always says that with volume. They're like, we got to have super high volume on the day to get us having some good breakouts, right? Like, you don't always need that. You don't always need that at all. You can still have great moves on just normal volume, you know? Happens all the time. All the time. Always good opportunities out there. Like yesterday, or a few days ago, like on like McDonald's, let's say, right? It dipped off, it opened pretty hard, and then it just had, like, you know, kind of lower volume throughout the day, right? Especially whenever it was going green right here for like 20 candles. The volume was kind of at its low point. So I bet those options were still having great movement though. Or like Big Cat, right? Big Cat's been doing great lately. AMD 180 calls for me, Marcus said. I'm getting hungry. Keep talking about McDonald's, Chad said. Seriously, Chad. I had some of that for dinner last night. We tried to make stew, and get this, I fucked up the stew. Yep. I didn't add in enough beef broth, and then it ended up drying out and kind of burning the meat, and it actually wasn't too bad. I'll say this, it actually tasted pretty good, but it was just like a meat slurry, you know, and it wasn't right. I needed a lot more shit in there, I think. Still time to get biscuits and gravy. For real, Chad. There really is. There's another hour and a half for me. Oof. Let me get the book map open real quick. I closed that while I was editing up some stuff. Make sure you guys are keeping your eyes out for a new stocked up short that might be incoming sometime soon. Be ready for that. Let's see AMD here on the map. Conscious Trader was looking for it. There we go. Netflix seems to be hitting resistance at 558.83. Let's see it. NFLX. AMD starting to recover, guys, pretty well. Got to keep your eyes on AMD here. It's right at resistance, but recovering up well on the day. Nvidia might be breaking. That's trying. Nvidia started to break out there. Might be on a secondary run here. Oh no, Tesla, Chad said. What? Holy shit. Oh no is right. Oh my gosh, down to 183 here. They started recovering up a little bit the past couple days, but oh my. Yeah, oh my gosh is right, Chad. That is, wow, that is pretty freaky.
Come on, man.
Oh, man. Biden's upset with this one. What? No, I'm just kidding. He'd probably be happy. He's like, he probably don't like Elon. At least not anymore. Well, I'll say definitely not anymore, probably. That reminded me of my favorite term. 60% of the time it works every time. One of my favorite things out there. Seriously, Christian, that's what I was saying. I was looking at CMG a little bit earlier, and I was like, holy shit. Like, that daily chart of CMG is just insane. They had that weird thing with, like, a coli or something that ended up hurting them pretty bad for a little while, but can't remember exactly when that was, but man, they are ripping now. Ripping like nothing. Freaking awesome movement by them. 8% on those options, or I mean on the earnings move today. Freaking crazy. I want to jump into Tesla, but it's really huge. Yeah, I mean, that's a big drop already. It can definitely go more, but I'll say this, it is nearing kind of support, so I'm seeing pretty big support, fairly close to like 182 even, so watch out for that. We could actually get it on the book map. I bet you it'll be, I'm typing in book map on book map. That's funny. I bet Tesla will have some big spots here at what was it, 72? No, 182, 182. Got to. Yeah, so 182.50 and then 182 are pretty big, but 180 is the big spot there on Tesla today, so it might not get down to there, though. These couple levels here are going to be tough to break. Gonna be a little tough to break. Can't wait for the Tucker Putin interview. Got everyone freaking out. I know, right, Chad? I actually can't wait for that one either. I think it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure how I like that or not. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm curious if Tucker's going to grill him hard. I don't really like talking too much about the Russia situation because everybody usually gets pretty riled up about it. I know there's a lot of strong feelings on both sides. I think it's kind of funny how they can't take, or how they're not like taking much of the region. I think it's kind of weird. I want to find a map that like shows the like what they've been doing here now. It'd be kind of cool to have a little map. Yeah, I can't find a good one though.
Our computer is picking up strange signals. Here, sir, you better take a look. Thanks.
Oh well, give me 497 on Spy for real. I hope that we get it today, Marcus. It would be pretty cool to see Spy run to new highs, and I think there's actually a decent chance here. Pretty bullish setup going on. I like this low right around 495.50. Nice little W pattern. Not necessarily a W, but I do like that low there. Sometimes we see these types of moves that result in a breakout, so I'd love to see it. It'd be sick if it got close to 500 today. I know that would make a lot of people out there very, very happy if it did. Something close to 500 would be sick. Palantir running like 23.20. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, Chad, it might be pretty interesting. It'll definitely be something a ton of people watch, that's for sure. That's funny. I like Sean's setup in the Discord he posted. It's pretty cool. Man, Palantir just continuing the run. Breaking 23 with some authority now. Holy shit. Who's holding the Palantir calls out there? I know somebody is. Man, oh man. Nvidia breaking out again too. Broke recent highs around 691. Breaking out well. There we go. As of the past minute, it broke. Spy is so close to the all-time high again. So close. Oh, there it goes. New all-time highs, baby. Let's get it. All-time high. That's funny. Spy getting after it again. 496.70 starting to break out in a huge way there. What a breakout. Damn, that's cool to see. Definitely looks like Nvidia will peg 700. Yeah, let's see. Man, Nvidia, that's pretty cool. 693.50. Come on, 700. Let's go. It looks like we'll be at least testing it here. It actually does look pretty fire. Can't lie. Can't lie there, but getting the bots going, guys. Looking at them again. There's a ton of potential. Meta calls still going on the bot. Palantir calls, obviously, with the movement. Snowflake still running up today, guys. 217, starting to come back a little bit from yesterday. Taiwan Semiconductors, TSM, on the 1-minute chart, just really exploding. I wish Nvidia was moving like this. It kind of is, but just not quite with the same volatility, I guess, but still looks pretty fire. Man, McDonald's calls. I still can't believe those are on the bot. Kind of like what Xbox said, but I still think it's okay. They've been looking good today, very well. Those options are moving. Man, Meta and Palantir are just something else. Ooh, Meta's at 470. Can we get the continuation? Man, SPY, that is a big green candle there. Microsoft moving, Chad said. Yes, it is. MSFT has been a great stock today. One of the big players out there pushing the markets higher. They're the new big dog on the street. I think they're even better than Microsoft now. Or I mean than Apple. Sorry. Even bigger, more influence on the SPY. Banks are starting to try to come back. Visa and MasterCard are doing okay. How's SoFi today? Ah, rough. Let's see. They fell on earnings, right? Oh, they ran up and then they dipped. That's what it was. So 750 support on SoFi. They're actually starting to bounce off the support pretty well. I was looking at this one in Sunday night's video. Keep your eyes on SoFi. If it could start to bounce off this support, might be a pretty good play back to the upside here today. I think it looks pretty fire. Good potential. Maybe if it could break $8, I can see it moving fairly well. Man, there's some fire plays that were posted up by Jacob in the Profits channel this morning, guys. Go hype up Jacob a little bit. That's pretty awesome. Like 104%, 133%. Nice. If you guys are making some nice profits, share them out there in the Profits. You might just get member of the day tonight, too. Of course, shout out the live stream if you'd like. How's Chipotle? Is it still moving up? Oh my God, 2,715, up 9% now on the day. Chipotle still going. Joe, what's up? I was waiting for you. I was looking at ARM. They have earnings tonight, man. ARM's only moving a little bit, but you really need to see that movement tonight with those earnings, right? I don't condone playing any earnings plays, but ARM is a pretty big tech stock. They might just have a decent report. Yeah, Jacob's on fire, Mason. Seriously. Freaking awesome. Baba catching support. McKinley's asking. That's a pretty big level, McKinley. I got that as the next support here, 73.50-ish. I really like that. I think that we could see a bounce up off of there. China stocks just aren't my favorite. I'd rather just trade other parts of the market, but... Man, this is crazy. Some of the moves today, like Microsoft's, are just nuts. That's why the SPY's doing what it is, though. Above 497 now. Up to 497.20. Let's go. How's NVIDIA on the 700? Oh, rejected at 694 on NVIDIA. That's too bad. It was trying to get up there. Man. Stuff's starting to slow down a little bit here today. Go back to the bot. We got Snapchat on the puts. Is it breaking down? Oh my god, it's about to break recent support, guys. Snapchat is so close to the recent support. If it starts to break like 1165, watch out. It might just, the floodgates might open again. It's down 32%, counting that after hours drop yesterday. So this could just make it even better. Even better. Wow, that's a big one. Yeah, that's badass with Microsoft. One of the momentum plays from last night. Looking fire here today. Yeah, that's badass. E-Place just posted up in Discord. They're up currently, unless they sold, 2,295% on Palantir. 20, pretty much 2,200%. Okay, we'll just say 2,200%. That is pretty insane. And then on other calls, like 300%, 30%, 6%. Like, damn, that is a pretty wild one there. Wow, that's one hell of a gain. All right, Palantir looks like it might actually be turning over a little bit, though. SPY's still going. There it goes. A new extension on SPY, 497.40. Continuing the run. That's huge here. A big move. What's up, Marcus? Yeah, amazing moves. Poor snap, Mason, for real, man. Snap's getting brutalized. It's actually just bounced right on support, though, 1165, so. Sheesh. Go back to ARM for Joe real quick because it's starting to move up again. Maybe we'll come back up into earnings, Joe. Keep moving up. Hope you're having a good day, man.
Все относительно. Зависит от времени и места. Любовь и дружба. Жизнь и смерть. Все субъективно. Правильно.
All right.
We need those MJ stocks to start to move. MSOS pretty high in the short term. I'd really love to see PLNH start to break out. It's sitting around 83 cents. It's actually looking pretty good, I'd say. I think it's looking pretty fire here. No capping. I'm in on PLNH at 77 cents, so let's see how that goes. Pretty close to the bottom of this little range here. 77.25, so pretty low. I'll take it. If this starts to blast off, that's going to be a fire play. PLNH is like the Costco of weed stocks and weed stores. Pretty nuts. If you guys ever go to Las Vegas, make sure you check out Planet 13. I've never been there, but next time I go there, I will definitely have to give it a look. All right, Body Bot. SM Bot coming alive again. The list is so long. Snap puts are on there. Poor Snap. It's breaking now. There we go. Come on. Or no, it didn't break yet, but it's literally right there. It's right there. Hopefully support gives out and it starts to get a bigger run. What's going on here? My internet's messing up. Damn, hopefully it's getting better now, though. Hopefully I didn't just cut in and out for everybody. Probably did. Don't know what the hell's going on with that. We're gonna have to call up Charter Spectrum and curse them out, aren't we? CM said AMD calls. Let's see. Nice, Joe. I'm glad you're doing good on Palantir and Meta, though. Great job for you. Round of applause to everybody catching Palantir today. Those are some great dubs. Head over to the Profits channel, guys. You guys got to give ePlace a congrats today. 2,200%. Let's go. And they're in the trading floor, so let's hype each other up, guys. Give him some hype there. Or give them some hype. AMD calls. You know, AMD calls are not looking too bad here. The market's popping off. Just, it's a tough one out there. I almost like NVIDIA calls better, but I don't know. AMD's not too bad. A lot of green momentum short term. Looking fairly good. How's Zom today? Oh, wow. Down a lot. CVX. Down a lot, too. Big fake out on CVX. It broke recent highs and said, see ya. It's too bad right there. Wish that didn't have to happen. Sometimes that's how it be. Gardening says, what is trading floor? Do they give call out alerts? Yeah, gardening. So we do give call outs. We have a lot of bots, a lot of swing trades. There's day trading bots in there. You'll love the new updates with the day trades as well. There's new updates coming to the bots. You guys will love it. But yeah, check it out. I'll send you a link here in the chat. Here you go, gardening. You can always shoot me a private message on Discord if you want to. If you have any questions. But yeah, and gardening, since you're from the live, of course, you know, I always like to say I like to give the live members the special treatment. If you guys ever need anything, you know, just shoot me a private message on Discord. I'll help you out as much as I can. Even if you're having problems with strategy or something, just hit me up. I got you guys. What was the newest update on SurgeBot? Xbox, that one was more of back-end stuff. It just kind of changed the way, like, I guess SurgeBot was coded. Exactly what it was looking at and different aspects of that side of the update, so. Go check out the hashtag announcements channel. Mike has a big explanation on it, but I don't want to bore anyone. But the new one coming is the big one. That's the one everyone's going to really love in a couple weeks. If you guys aren't in the trading floor yet, I'd get in now so you can get used to it, get used to the bots. That way, whenever the update comes, you'll be ready to go, know how to use everything, and bam, you guys will be ready. Swinging Palantir puts, rookie trader said in Discord. Whoa, it's at resistance now. That's a scary one. They are up 5%. They could probably go a little bit more, honestly. I don't know, though. Just be a little wary of this one here. Little double bottom at 22.90. Maybe if that gives out, that'll be where you could go short a little bit more. But until that gives out, I wouldn't go short here. Kind of reminds me of the run SPY was having earlier. Look at how very similar setup, right? It was already high, and then it was kind of bouncing off this double or triple bottom. I feel like Palantir just formed like a little double bottom right here like that. It could easily start to bounce again and try to retest those highs, but let's see it. You know, let's just be patient. If it breaks under, maybe some puts could be okay. Got back in Snapchat, 12 strike puts. Wow, Robert. Let's hope it can start to really break. It broke 1165, but here's what I'll say. The 1 minute candle did not close under there. Created a wick, which is pretty scary. You don't usually like to see that. Sometimes that can indicate reversal, but we'll see. It could still easily break, but wicks usually indicate there were a lot of buyers coming in at that specific bottom area somewhere on that wick. But let's see it. Come on now, Snap, get down there. I still think it could go. It's just, it's going to be a little more cautious with it now. The good news is now, if it starts to break down again, you'll be in for a decent move. Nvidia running up to the high of day. Here we go. Getting very close. 694.25. And it's about to make one. It's about to. Will we hit 700 today? I know a few people were looking for that on Nvidia. I could see it. How are those airlines? Still doing nothing. Hey, nice, Planet 13. Almost to 85 cents now on PLNH. I guess that's not very significant for this one. The bid and ask are so wide, it doesn't really matter. PLTR 2316 now. Coming back up off that little intraday double bottom I talked about. Watch out, it might just try to make another run. That's pretty funny. Man, what a morning, though. What a morning. Tesla moving back up, Ant said. Let's see it. TSLA starting to come back a little bit. I know it was definitely coming up more off that bottom area. It's getting slightly higher now. Not sure it's worth playing or not at this point. Trying to decide on it. Man. Yeah, it's tough. Let's see what we got here. Getting over to the body bots for us. Palantir still on there. It's gotta be, right? Too hot today to not be on there. Z-Scaler is a new one I see on there now. Square calls are on there. Now that's an interesting one. Square has been very flat over the past few days. Like, we got to an hourly chart. It dipped recently. It's just been super flat down here. It might actually be giving us a decent opportunity to try to buy the dip up here. The support seems to be holding up time and time again. Not bad if you keep a stop loss down around like 64, or if you're going for shares, maybe around 61.50 or 60. When you go to this daily on Square, I mean, there is that big support down there around like 56 that it could possibly test, but we really have to hope that don't happen. Or if it does, you know, just realize that if you're getting shares, obviously just average into it and make it go like that a little bit better. Oh no. Oh no. CrowdStrike followed Fortinet earnings. CRWD. I feel like all these stocks are starting to slow down now, but yeah, CrowdStrike did do very well. 5.32%. I saw CRM was moving too. Fairly good. Nothing is bad. Nothing as good as CrowdStrike though. Yeah, Cyber's crushing it for real. ASML. Huh. 1.49%. I haven't looked at this one in a long time. Damn, the daily looks great on it. That's one of the best dailies I've seen in a while. Oh, man. Just so you guys know, there is a fake Tom going around messaging people on the Discord trying to get them to invest in a quantfundmarket.org thing, so watch out. I know it happens time and time again, but yeah, it's too bad. Freaking scammers. They're like trying to get people to invest in a fake brokerage or something. Pretty rough, but of course it's gonna be like some Bitcoin bullshit or something. Probably, I'm sure. I didn't read it too much yet, but kind of weird. Kind of weird, right? Right? I'm still happy we didn't hit 100 likes last Friday. I would have had to do some weird stuff this week. Now I can just go to Great Clips and have a normal haircut. I do need a haircut though, it's getting pretty damn long. I rock long hair, so it grows out pretty quick. Much prefer long hair over short. Although I'll say this, I wear a hat like 99% of the time, so. I guess it doesn't matter too much what the hair is. .01 away from closing snap puts. Whoa. There we go. Snap broke down. There we go. Got some good red breaking that little support there. I wonder how low it could get. Like, what do you think it'll get to? 40% to the downside? Like, what the... Is Snap good for long-term, Mason said. Got dividend from SGov today. Nice. SGOV. Nice, Mason. That's awesome to hear. Snap good for the long term. Man, that's a loaded question there. I would say it's a pretty good one for the long term, Mason, but when we say long term, you know, keep in mind, like, we're talking 3 to 5 to 10 years maybe, so I think buying up shares of it down here is actually a great thing to do. Maybe grab a 100 or a few hundred around 11, a few more hundred around 10, 9, 7. Could be a good way to go. Just make sure you're okay with averaging in on it. If you're okay with that, then I think it's all right. I like Snapchat though, so I'm a little bit biased. I don't know. I'm kind of a fan of the app. I love it. As you know, Mason. Hell, I've got streaks on there. I know people always have long streaks. Me and my one buddy got like a 902 streak right now. Be kind of sick if it could hit like 1,000 or something. That creator program will be pretty good, Mason. I hope it does. I hope it makes them bigger. They need to get some shit going, but... Alright, guys. Well, hey. I appreciate you guys joining up today. I really do. I gotta get something done, though, so... Gotta run real quick. Make sure you guys are checking out the Stocked Up YouTube channel and TikTok. We should have a nice short coming out soon, so make sure you get in on that. It may or may not feature good old Nancy P. But Have a great rest of your day, guys. Make sure you guys, you know, are giving those shorts some likes and stuff. You know, it really helps us on there. So watch them a few times. Give them some likes. Let's go, guys. But Snapchat support was around 1165. Now it's actually moving down so much. It's like near impossible to find good support. I'd say I see a good one right around 1135. Then the next major level is more like 1080. But like I said, you got to go so far back. It's kind of difficult to see where they are. And there's been a lot of bounces right around there. So anywhere from like 1050 to like 11. Tons of bounces, but can you look up REBN? I'll give it a shot. Reben. Man, Mason, for real. I've seen videos like that a ton. They're crawling through those little tight caves and shit. Yeah, skyscrapers. I love it when they're like jumping from like skyscraper to skyscraper. It's kind of whack, but Mike C said, do I think it's a good time to average into Tesla? Let me look at Reborn Coffee real quick. Very low. It just had a split. Looks like a reverse split, so that's shitty. I don't know. This is a kind of a rough stock. The good news is it's starting to bounce on support, but it's only the second day after it touched it. So I would say if you're trusting support, it might be a good dip buy, but I'll be honest, REBN is going to be a no-go for me. Not one that I'm going to be touching here, but let's go LVS. Yeah, for the Chinese New Year, for real. Let's bring it on, LVS. 53 bucks. All right. Not bad, LVS. Great movement, short term. How's Penn doing? Bad movement. That sucks. Disney's up to 98.80 now, guys. Continuing to climb to the upside. I'm looking for Disney to hit off some resistances and eventually come back down into the range, more around 90-ish again. Start to buy up even more down there, but it's good to see him moving. Good job, Disney. Great movement here. Save. I can't talk about Save too much. They have their earnings coming up. It's going to be just a gamble on that. I'm not too familiar with this company either. I just know it's hyped up with Portnoy, Robert. I don't really want to give you any weird information on it, so I don't know. Save is one that very weird with everything that's happened lately. They have some 216 puts for $5. That's going to be tough. That's way out of the money here. I think that's going to be a very tough trade to win on, but if you bought it this morning or yesterday around close, you're probably in the driver's seat now at least, but I don't know. If you're losing on that one right now and you've been holding it, it's going to be a tough one, Robert. Major open interest over 45K. Yeah. That could be people selling those puts though, Robert. Xbox said nobody said couldn't. I've been losing, been holding. Yeah. I don't know, Robert. Not my favorite feel or not my favorite setup overall. Save is something that I think's okay for short-term trades right now, but I don't know. As far as buying and holding, it's going to be really tough short-term, but jumped into Zom too. Nice, Arthur. All right, guys. Well, hey, have a fantastic rest of your day. Shout out to everybody who profited on Palantir's amazing run. I couldn't believe some of the numbers I was hearing. Like shit, guys. That's some awesome movement. So let's go. I appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully I see you guys in the trading floor and in the live Q&A tonight. If you're not into that trading floor yet, check out the link I'm sending in the chat. Sign up. There'll be instructions upon sign up. You guys will join the trading floor. You can always PM me with any questions or if you need help. It's an awesome community. Join up. Let's get some good strategies going for you guys. Other than that, I will see you guys tonight at that live Q&A and in the nightly video.